So Pascal, I think that's really kind of a good lead up into like what I've been seeing specifically on LinkedIn is that some people are either taking the time that they have off now to do free upgrades, I'll say. And I know that LinkedIn is been really great at kind of offering free project management classes or change management classes. I'm curious if you were to put that on your resume, A, does that matter? Does that kind of give you an advantage in the process? But also, two, do recruiters know that they're free? Does it matter if you have taken a free course versus a paid course?
I don't think the free versus paid piece matters. That's because, I mean, those types of free kind of self-guided courses or online courses are super popular these days, and there are a variety of different platforms that offer them. And I think in general, I mean, this is a whole other topic, but I think the trend in education in general is that it's becoming more and more accessible to everyone on a global scale, to everyone regardless of like their financial means and things like that. And I don't know, there might be some university or college folks out there that don't like me saying this, but I think the trend in general is that learning is moving more and more into the digital online kind of accessible world, and that traditional post-secondary institutions, or the importance of them in a lot of circles and a lot of industries, is starting to diminish a little bit. I don't think they will go away. I don't think universities are going to go away anytime soon, but the reality is that people can learn just as much, if not more, online for free or for a very low cost today in a self-guided way, or through some of these kind of guided courses that are available online, as they can to spend thousands of dollars to go to an in-person institution, or take courses on Zoom live and that kind of thing. So so overall, again, the free versus paid piece, I don't think matters to me or to most recruiters, most hiring leaders. To answer the first part of the question, though, I do think taking those courses can provide a little bump, like a little bit of positive value to someone's candidacy. But again, it's about the direct relevance. So taking courses that, like, just for the sake of taking a course, is not necessarily beneficial. It has to be something that is clearly a skill or a technology or a tool or something that will directly help that person land the job that they're applying for, or succeed in the job that they're applying for. And to take it even one step further, I think the reason I say it's only a little bump up is because, again, like, the information, the learning is accessible out there to everyone, and you don't necessarily need to have taken an online course to learn that, or to know that information. You could watch a series of YouTube videos, you could read some blog posts. Like, there's so many different ways to pick up that information. So I think it's not necessarily enough to just take that course. You have to show that you can apply it or have applied it in some way as well. And that can be more difficult to do in certain areas. But for example, for software developers, for designers, for like people that have writing as a component in their jobs, having a portfolio or having some sort of projects or things like that, where they can work on, excuse me, excuse me, sorry. Having sort of those samples of their work in different areas, or how they applied the learnings from one of those online courses, that really takes it to the next level, and shows that they're not only learning, but they're also learning by doing. And that, in most cases, in the real world, is viewed as more of a positive, I would say, than just taking a course and not necessarily doing anything with it, or not applying those skills. Yeah, I get that like, people are wanting to do it so they can kind of beef up their resume to try and land a job, but the better way to do that is just by doing and building something, creating something, creating a work sample of some sort, where or even if you don't, like, if you can't think of how to create a work sample or a portfolio in your line of work, try to take on like some like free pro bono projects with small businesses or nonprofits or something in your local community. Try to do a little bit of like consulting work if you can find someone that's willing to pay you to do something for them. Like, those are great ways to take that to the next level as well, and really apply those learnings, rather than just like listing a course on your resume, sort of thing.